Welcome back, everybody. This is Dave the Gamer. Today wanted to make a random video to basically, the whole idea behind this is to bring the community together and kind of shed light on all of the other creators out there. A lot of people get zoned in maybe on one creator, and you know, there's so many good content creators out there for WoW Classic and so many different places to all chat about the community. And I love to a little bit of everybody's and get their feedback instead of being stuck to just one person. So a lot of these you might have already heard of. I might even shed light on some that you've never heard of that you should probably check out right away. Now, obviously, this list of the top 10 I'm going to recommend. I'm also going to give you a bonus 3 of upcomers coming. But it's all obviously my personal opinion. I'm not going by their statistics of subscribers or shit like that. It's purely who I find to be the top 10 overall. This and some of the things I take in consideration, you know, how knowledgeable they are on making guides. Are they entertaining? Are they funny? Things of that sort is kind of how I personally rate someone of where I spend my extra time. All right, let's take a look at this top 10. I'm going to put all of their channel links in my description, so be sure to check that out. Share them or give them some support. You know, we all work very hard to be able to create content. So I know it's not just me, but I love hearing great feedback. But starting off at number 1, Vaulty. Wait, who the fuck wrote this? You fire her ass. Oh my god. I'm sorry. So number 1. There we go. I got the right list. Cargos. Cargos, I find, is an excellent creator overall. I love that he's able to merge a ton of different people, some of the best people in their respective class together, and not only share his viewpoint, but share everybody's viewpoint. I find this to be so valuable because you get to hear so much feedback from some of the best people out there. And I mean, for him doing this is amazing. The group discussion is something I find very beneficial. And I mean, as you see, he has 85.2 subscribers, which is massive. And he's been doing WoW Classic, well, not just WoW Classic, but YouTube in general. He's been a member for 13 years. That's a long time to be on the platform. Looking at number 2, Mad Season Show. This guy, I mean, and you could argue with some of these, you know, they should have been number 1 or whatever. Don't take this too crucial as far as this. This is my personal, what I find the most value out of watching. I have very limited time to be able to watch other creators, and I love to hear their feedbacks on some items. But Mad Season is something that he's a wrecking ball. So this guy not only is beyond super knowledgeable, but what I really enjoy is how great he is at editing. So that's something I really struggle with, and he takes editing to the next level to really keep you entertained in his videos the entire time, which is awesome. Number 3, Stay Safe TV. If you have not seen this guy, he is beyond hilarious. So I've had the pleasure of being on his stream. He's showcased some of my videos, but that is not why I ranked him so high up on this list. I think he's fucking hilarious. No filter. Says exactly what's on his mind, but he is also at the same time a great resource of information. So I find someone that can deliver content while being funny to be such a value for the community itself. Now, it looks like he's joined back in 2012. Like I said, he hasn't been doing YouTube as much. He's starting to get back into uploading his videos. He's mainly a big-time streamer, so if you really want to see some good action, check him out on his stream. Number 4, Willie. Willie is an excellent creator who, you know, kind of merges good editing along with excellent information. He actually was one of the big founders or people to pave the way to getting the Black Lotus actually fixed. So what I love is, you know, a lot of big content streamers and creators, you know, they might try to stay away from some subjects, but he doesn't. He tackled the Black Lotus issue head on, and I think with him going so hard at this that it actually made a huge difference, and I'm so happy he was able to get involved and do this. Willie, 54,000 subscribers, and what I really love about Willie, as you see going through some of his videos, he is super knowledgeable on the lore and everything that, further expansion stuff like that he's taking. I love the how did this change part 1, part 2, and he goes over each expansion. I think that's awesome to take a look at different expansions. And actually, Willie has only been on YouTube since February 2019. So that's pretty damn impressive for someone to be able to drop this much great content, even with the edits he does. I know editing takes me a while, so for him to be able to do all this in such a short amount of time, that's pretty impressive. Moving on to number 5 on the list, Platinum WoW, 94K subscribers. That's massive for WoW Classic. And talk about some insane edits. This guy not only has insane knowledge on the lore and everything else, but his videos are so damn entertaining because he's so good at editing. It's something that I would love to get into, but this guy is just out here killing it. He doesn't even have a shit ton of videos. I mean, he does have about 70 videos, I believe. And to get that subscriber counts, I mean, that should tell you something about it. He has excellent content. And like I said, to be able to mix WoW Classic with being super entertaining, that's fucking great to see. I enjoy watching all of his videos. Number 6, Def Camp in Meldrin. He's standing at a whopping 28,000 subscribers, still massive. He has some serious super guides. As you see, he even tackles some of the big topics as far as botting and Black Lotus. He's a monster at Shaman. He has a lot of great guides overall. So if you have never seen him, really go check him out. And another thing that I find that's really great that I try to do all the time is to respond to everybody in the comments. So if you look at a lot of his videos, even though he's getting 20,000 views or whatever like that, he's still in his comments talking to everybody, which I love the community coming together like that. So that's great that he does that. Number 7 on my list, Frosty. 75,000 subscribers. You could definitely debate the rank Frosty a lot higher on this list. He is an excellent content creator. Like I said, all of these people I'm mentioning, there's obviously thousands of creators out there for WoW Classic, and I'm talking about the top 10, the top 1% of all of the creators out there. Frosty is excellent at, look at his thumbnails. I would click on his thumbnails. That's fucking impressive. I love how he does it. And like something so simple like that, that takes a lot of time. His editing's on point and his content is excellent. He goes very in depth in a lot of different areas in the game and shows you how to make gold and pretty much everything. So he has a lot of outside the box videos like you see here, opening 100 treasure chests and all kind of different ways to make a ton of gold, and not just on a mage. I mean, you see rogue, you see warrior. So he's very well rounded with his knowledge, which is excellent. Number 8. I know, you've probably been waiting. Where the hell is Asmongold? I personally would put him as number 8 on my list. I don't think he does as much with YouTube, and I'm talking more mainly about the top YouTube creators. In Asmongold TV, from what I understand, he doesn't even run this channel. Someone else just basically clips stuff from his stream and posts it. Also, he hasn't been showing as much WoW Classic content as normal. He's really focused a lot on retail. He does come back to Classic. Everybody knows him, so it's kind of a no-brainer. He's been with WoW since pretty much the first day. Probably day 1 he had a Thunder Fury. This guy's fucking hilarious to watch on stream. I do highly recommend it, and the knowledge that he brings to the table is, insane. Some people, they hate on him. He has a different type of style when it comes to how he handles his streams and things like that. So some people it might turn off, but he is, I would argue, the number 1 streamer out there, like I said, as far as entertainment, knowledge, everything like that. But I think as far as consistent uploading on YouTube, helping different guides, I would put him as number 8. Number 9, Goblin. So Goblin recently looks like he's switched his focus more going towards TBC, but he still has a ton of excellent guides out there for WoW Classic, and he's a great resource of information overall. I love the way a lot of his videos are kind of unique. So it's hard to come up with a million ideas of content to actually create, and I think he does an excellent job at that by coming up with unique videos in all different types of subjects that, you know, not many people online are doing. So I feel like he fills the gaps perfectly, and he has 49,000 subscribers, joined back in 2010. Number 10 on my list are Laius. If you haven't heard of him, you're missing out. This guy is a true fucking legend when it comes to breaking the game. He has come up with, or at least really made it known, all of the great massive pulls you can do. He's best known for Mara, SM, ZF, ZG. Pretty much any dungeon, he pulls the entire damn dungeon and bursts it all down. Some of the outside the box thinking this guy does, I don't even understand his knowledge in general. He's a very intelligent guy that is, I feel like, going to take over the YouTube scene overall and climb the ranks. So he's sitting at 24,000 subscribers. He's only been doing YouTube since late 2019. So he's come up very fast, and I don't think he's going anywhere. I'm interested to see what happens when we go into TBC and watch him break all those dungeons. He'll be soloing heroics in no time. Now, looking at 3 upcoming YouTubers that I think you're going to see climb this list that are already doing great, and I think are going to really give you a lot of great information that you might not have seen. SoulAhim. So if you're into, you know, gold farming and things of that sort, this guy is an excellent source of information for anything to do with gold farming, what to invest in, where to farm. He does very great on his breakdowns when he's showing you what to do. Very knowledgeable on how to make gold and outside the box thinking with a couple of the things, just like his phase 5 secret items. You know, I haven't seen this on YouTube yet, and so a lot of these items you definitely want to check out his videos, buy him up as soon as possible. Me and him are great friends. We actually have discords that we are moderators together, and that's one thing I'd love to see is more of us creators get into one big old Discord channel. So, you know, any of the other people out there in the world want to ask questions, they have, you know, 15, 20 of the top content creators out there to be able to answer questions. I think that'd be awesome. And SoulAhim actually created a WoW creators Discord channel strictly for that. So I'd love to see that blow up. And if you haven't, check him out. 7,000 subscribers. So another person coming up in the scene, SeeFearStreet 528, almost at 5K subscribers. This guy also has some excellent knowledge on good gold farms and investing tips. He also is now dabbling in some of the large pulls as far as like how to really pull, you know, Mara and ZF. He did ZG naked. I don't know, this guy's insane. I can barely even pull ZG, let alone pull it naked. So he's a heck of a guy. One of the biggest things that, you know, not everybody knows about that I think is insane, this madman equipped the blazing longsword on his mage for the hell of it. That's just crazy to me. He only has, you know, 20-30 videos and already at 5K subscribers. That basically tells you that his content is great and you need to get on the bandwagon now before he gets even bigger. Checking out the last person on our list, of course, Dave the Gamer. This guy's sitting at a whopping 1.18K subscribers. He joined in early 2020, so brand new to YouTube, couple months in, and has just been hitting the scene running. He has tons of great guides on class, gold making, professions, add-ons, pretty much one-stop shop with all kind of great information. You'll see here there's some hidden guides that you don't even know that he's about to drop. So stay tuned because I'm sure them are going to be some excellent videos that you do not want to miss. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 list. I know there's lots of names I missed that, definitely deserve a high ranking on the list. This is personally my favorite top 10 that I watch. Like I know I miss like Orkbit, Hamster Wheel, Estefan. There's lots of other great content creators. I was trying to think of active people creating for WoW Classic on YouTube, weekly. And these are the 10 I came up with. I'd love to hear your feedback on who you would rank on the list, maybe a little bit higher than I did, and why. But thanks again for watching, and as always, guys, game on.